all of yourself to one person who does not want you. And I had to learn that the hard way. Trust and believe that. That right there was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn. And it's like with, you know, these types of situations, like I said, I am extravagant, I'm big, and when people like that walk into my life, my energy and my light gets so dim and so like just ew. Like, I am not a pleasant person to be around when I get like that, and that's why I tend to like distance myself, and that's a problem that I work out. You know? Do we have anything to add?
I'm gonna add one more thing. Listen, this last thing, I promise. Make sure you know, or make sure you get with somebody that knows your fucking worth. Don't sit there and expect them to know your worth. You have to know your worth. And then you have to know your worth and make sure that other people see your worth. Because if somebody brings you down, you're going to think you're worthless. But in reality, you are not. You are not worthless. You are not like anything that they're like. Don't let people run you fucking dry. Don't let people like she said, dim your light. Don't let people do that type of shit, because then they will have an edge over you and they will have control over you. You never ever want that. So I'm gonna leave you with that for this segment.
Okay. Next segment is called hypothetical questions.
Hypothetical questions. Ooh, I like that.
Are
you gonna go over the questions or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna go over the questions, chat.
So these are just questions. Okay, y'all can answer the questions too if y'all want in the chat or like, you know, in your head, whatever. But the first question is, would you rather forget yourself or forget someone else? And that can apply to exes, that can apply to situationships, that can apply to family, friends, that can apply to anybody. Question number 2, would you rather want to speak your mind all of the time or not speak at all? And that would relate to like more of arguments. Like when you're arguing, would you rather speak your mind while you're arguing, or would you rather just not speak at all? Would you rather live 70 years incredibly happy or live forever and be miserable? That's the questions.
I did add one in there. Now, mind you, I don't think this is a hypothetical question, but it's an actual question that I was curious. Another question that is in there, and we could talk about this if we want, we can skip over, is who is your favorite ex and why? Like, I think we should get into that. So I know that's not really a hypothetical question, but it's a question I threw in there because I knew you didn't have it on paper, so I had to just tuck that shit in like a motherfucking basketball. So,
she a girl, man.
Huh?
That just shook me.
So, I knew it would be a question that's like, ooh, hold on, wait a minute. So,
tell me why as soon as I read the question, I got my answer already.
I have my answer already too, so. We're not naming names either. We're just going to give...
No names, but they'll know who they are.
Exactly. Would you like to start off the questions?
Okay. First question. Would you rather forget yourself or forget someone else? And you could...
Forget someone else, and it is one of my exes. I think you're going to know who I'm talking about, but...
All right, hold on. Pause. Tell me when I wrote this question, I said, he's going to pick someone else. And I know exactly who I'm pick.
I don't need to pick myself because, listen.
No, because I was like, if I add in the fact that he can pick any ex, I know he's gonna pick someone else.
So this person in particular, doesn't live in the States. He doesn't live in the States. So he's an overseas type of person. You know what I'm saying? We were in a relationship for for like 1.5 years, or not even 1.5, like 1.25. And he called me a sloppy American. And we have a nickname for this said person. And his name is Tea Drinker. So you can already initiate where he's from, because Tea Drinker, if you're correlating, you know your fucking places around the world. You know, one particular country loves tea very much. So, the reason I would like to forget this person is because he was just a manipulating piece of shit. He was a dirtbag. He was one of them toxic manipulators, like very, very badly. And, story time with that, I was in the middle of class. We were in Spanish class. And, well, I wanted to get a little. Me and Bray wanted to get our lick back a little bit, because the day prior he was manipulating me and he was talking shit, and I think that's when he called me that, the sloppy American. So,
How'd you fuck with him?
so we wanted to fuck with him a little bit. So I put my head on her shoulder, act like I was crying, and we have this on Snap. And I can't remember the caption, but it was something comforting my best friend in desperate times or something. And I was just, and we sent it to him.
I can read you the exact caption because I still have it on my Instagram.
So
he saw it on my Instagram because he followed me.
Period. So that's a person I would like to forget, not just because of that. Like, he was a manipulator. He was a toxic person. I'm pretty sure at one point in time he cheated on me, but I don't confirm that shit, because he's overseas and I'm not. So I'm pretty sure I blocked him on everything. So I mean, this has been like what, fucking 5 years ago. So this was a long time ago. But the reason I would like to forget about him is because, not because he's toxic or whatever, because I mean most of my fucking exes were toxic anyway. So, but it's just that he made a certain scar in my brain. Like, I think he's the reason why I overthink a lot, and he's the reason why I'm the way I am in terms of I have major trust issues. So if I would like to forget about him, I think I wouldn't have my trust issues, and I wouldn't have my overthinkness to the fucking extreme that I do have it in. So, did you find it or not?
I did. Okay. I found both. The actual picture that I posted on my account, the caption is sad boy moments, Bree to the rescue, but the one I sent him was, I stole your band.
It's been so long, so like I forgot the caption. Literally, it's been like fucking 5 years. So
the thing is, so okay, let me give y'all a little backstory about that situation. As you can imagine, I hated that motherfucker. I hated him to the max. I hated his ass, right? So when he was like, I want to get my lick back, I was like, bet, bro, bet. But at the same time, I was like, because, you know, like I said, I'm a little logical before I'm anything else. You know, you can't lead with emotion. So I was like, are you sure you want to do this? And he was like, hell yeah. And I said, okay. He was like, hell yeah. And I said, okay. Hell yeah, I guess. Right. So the thing is, the whole head on the shoulder situation came about not because we wanted it to look like flirty, but more because he was actually upset about the situation and he actually wanted comfort. Yeah. So I was like, the perfect moment. So I took a picture and he was looking directly at the camera. I took a picture and he doesn't know this, but at first I sent it straight to that demon. Then I deleted it before he saw it and I was like, wait, I have the perfect caption for this. and I stole your man with like the tongue out emoji, and he saw it, and he was like, "What?" And then he went to Alex and started arguing with him, and then to make him even more mad, I posted it on my Snapchat because for some odd reason this man followed every single social media account that I had just to see Alex, just to stalk him. So I knew he followed me on Snapchat. So I posted on Snapchat, and I was like, and I said I'd make a better boyfriend, right? Then I posted it on my Instagram with the caption that I just read. He saw that, he liked it, and then he texted me talking about what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he argued with Alex about the situation. And then I came back and posted it again on my Snap the next day after the argument because I was a messy fuck back then.
Oh shit. Listen. I'm gonna ask you the question as well. Would you rather forget yourself or forget one of your exes or somebody in general?
I would rather forget someone else.
Okay.
Honestly, and I think you know where this is going. I would rather forget. I think I have someone that I would rather forget in every category. But one specific person that I would rather forget for the rest of my life, for as long as I live, is one of my exes. And
is there a set nickname for that ex?
Mosquito.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Because yeah, this is one evil bitch, by the way. So I wouldn't blame her for trying to forget her. So.
But let me tell you why, because I don't think you know why I would rather forget her, okay? Now, some people would think you want to forget her because of the toxic-ass relationship. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's part of the reason. But another reason was because, and I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, that relationship was more than toxic. Like, oh my God, that relationship had me in shambles, had me in all types of ways. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'd rather forget her, not because of how she is or because of how the relationship ended or anything like that, but because if I forget her, then I forget the urges of one. I forget the moments of like reminiscing of the happy moments in our relationship and wanting to relive those happy moments. Because like even to this day, like I blocked her on everything, and I mean she doesn't care about me even if I unblocked her, whatever. But it's like I'd rather forget her because I don't want to lose myself again to her. So it's like, yeah, that's partly because of me, partly for me. Yeah.
Okay. And I kind of figured that was what you were gonna pick because she's like in like I'm gonna give not like a little backstory, but I'm gonna give my perspective on when you were together. When you were together, I just saw like you didn't have that light in you. I mean, there were some days and some moments where I did see it, but that shit was flickering fast. So, and like